Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex, and welcome to Jammin with Kron and Rex.
The only podcast that knew Kumar and Harold was fucking this whole time. You hear about that?
No.
Okay. Spoiler alert. They weren't actually fucking. But I think his name's Hall Penn or something like that. The guy who plays Kumar, he just came out as gay.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He wrote in his memoir, he's been in a relationship with somebody for like 11 years or something, and just now coming out as gay.
Wow.
Yeah. I was pretty happy for that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I wonder what changed to make him feel comfortable enough to come out.
Maybe he saw that, did you see that fucking horrible little gay show that they were coming? It's not horrible because it's gay. It's so over the top. Like, it's about like a gay spy agency that Netflix was trying to do. Mm-hmm. And it's like an adult cartoon. Dude, it is fucking god awful. I don't know how you didn't see like it pop up on Reddit at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was definitely over the top.
If I wasn't homophobic before, no. No, that was
one of the big complaints that you see, like, I guess straight people make, because I don't really see, like, I think everyone that I've seen make these comments is like straight, but they're like especially like you'll see it in like Disney and stuff, like trying to push that
gay agenda.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a good way to say that. Yeah, sure, gay agenda.
Without summoning the spirit of booze.
But like everyone says that it's like really forced.
That was the most forced thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like there wasn't a single line that happened that wasn't I'm gay. Like every single one of them had to make sure you knew.
Damn.
Frank Strong.
All right. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah,
that's something you do when you get dared, but I don't know. But no, honestly, it sounds weird complaining about like LGBT inclusion, especially after just talking about Netflix and after the whole thing that just happened with Chappelle. I don't know about the timing, but because I've complained about it like actually a decent amount of time because I've never had a problem with like a gay, lesbian, or a bisexual person being in a show when it feels organic. Mm-hmm. But every single time nowadays that you see somebody that is supposed to represent the gay or lesbian community, every single thing of their character is being gay. Like they don't have a thing outside of that. It's not like, oh, well, I do this, this, and this, and it just so happens that I'm gay. It's like, oh, I'm gay because I'm gay, and I do gay things because I'm gay because you need to know I'm gay. Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, how was your past? You just have a normal upbringing, and you just realize you like men? You're like, no, I had a horrible fucking childhood, and now I suck dick. And you're just like, damn. Like, goddamn, you can't just be a normal person that just also likes dick? Yeah. Nope. It's like, because every single part of their dialogue is just like, it has to feed into that. Like, there's no other agenda. Like, the world could be ending on one of the plot lines of the show, but they're going to let you know that, like, this guy enjoys dick. Yeah. Every part of his character, he's just worried about enjoying dick while the whole world's ending, but he's just like, no, I'm gay. I can't worry about that. I got gay things to worry about.
Yeah, some of it is definitely forced, and that's a good example of it. Like, that's
the most over the top example. Like, it almost seems like I mean, it's even called Q Force. Like, it's just I don't know. Actually, as soon as this is over, I really want to watch this review. It's only 4 minutes and 12 seconds long. I don't think I've ever seen a review that short, unless it's by Fantano, and he's saying it's a horrible, horrible album.
Yeah, and this is Q-Force Isn't That Bad. Spoiler free, which is neat.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, I wasn't going to be upset if he spoiled Q-Force for me, but I mean, I haven't checked who made the video. How crazy would it be if it was just Fantano? Like, this is just... Everything he does is music, but he's like, all right, I got to comment on Q4s. This is the one time.
It's going to be Boozy. You know who's going to make that video?
I can't wait for this intro to go away, and then it's just... he's just sitting there pissed off.
Yeah. I wonder, like, as soon as something... Like, the second this was announced, someone messaged Boozy and was like, hey, you got to check this out.
What if he's the villain in this?
That would be perfect. Actually, if Boozy is the villain of Q-Force,
yeah,
I'm watching the whole thing. Like, that sold me, like, for sure.
Do you think can we actually play that trailer?
I don't.
'Cause I mean, okay, maybe we can't. They're not gonna fucking see it.
Yeah, so I try to just have good practice.
Yeah.
Because I see, like, some smaller YouTube channels will do shit like that, and I'm like, that's cool, because that helps. Like, obviously, that's a cool thing to do, and you can see it and everything. But, like, at the same time, it's like, you won't be able to do that in the future.
Yeah.
And so, like, you're kind of, like, pigeonholing yourself on that.
You could look at it that way, or you could be like, oh, well, might as well do it when we can get away with it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But either way, I am so goddamn congested right now, and I haven't been all day.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, you said it perfectly earlier, I know when we're about to record, because I get so tired.
Yeah.
I get gassy, I get congested.
Yeah.
I, like, develop AIDS. Like, it is, like, the worst time of the day.
Yeah.
For whatever fucking reason.
It's not like, oh, we record on this day at this time.
Yeah.
We just record on Sundays now.
Yeah, because it usually just fits into our schedule the best.
Yeah, so it's not like it's like, oh, every day at 4 o'clock on Sunday, this is what happens. It's like, no, if we record at 9 a.m.,
yeah,
I'll be fine the rest of the day. But at 9 a.m., I'm exhausted. If we record at 4 in the afternoon, I'll be fine all day. 4 in the afternoon, I'm exhausted.
Every fucking time.
I don't get it.
In all fairness, I probably shouldn't have ate like a half bag of Takis before we recorded.
We have weird, like, warm-ups for this. Like, I drink a lot of coffee, so I'm feeling better now.
Yeah.
You smacked a half bag of Takis.
Yeah, I got a shit so bad.
Were you taking a time out?
No, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I think I can make it the rest of the time. If not, you'll know. No, goddamn. I know Takis are destroying my insides, but I don't know. I just, like, it's almost like indies for me. Like, I'm willing to, like, kind of take that, you know? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I going to do about it? Get some willpower? Self-control? No. It's so good. Like, I don't know. I think if you just took that little red powder and just put it on somebody's wiener, who knows? Who knows how the rest of the day's going? I was hoping you'd look away for 1 second during that. Because it was hard to finish that sentence, saying that I would just go to town on somebody's dick if it had Taki red powder on it. But,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, here we are.
I know when to break eye contact. That wasn't it.
You think it's Pride Month, this episode.
You'd think.
But it is not.
It's Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Well, now it's not.
It is right now. I know when the
right
video,
now it is.
When the video comes out, it won't be, but right now it is Halloween.
I'd like to rebut that and say right now it is November 3rd.
No. That's not how this works.
So other than that, how's your week been, buddy?
Pretty good, yeah.
Other than me talking about gay things for 20 minutes, how's your week been?
That doesn't affect my week too much, so...
It actually destroyed my week.
That's a normal week for us. All right, before we get to the positive thing, I want to say one kind of sad thing. Rest in peace, MF Doom. It's the 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 1 year passing.
R.I.P. Antoine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn. I didn't know. Oh, yeah.
He passed away on Halloween.
Did he pass away on Halloween, or was it announced on Halloween?
I saw a post that said this is his 1 year since he passed. So I think he passed on Halloween.
Yeah.
If not, we found out on Halloween, but...
Yeah. Do you want to put a link for the GoFundMe for Antoine in the bio?
Yeah.
For all the, like, 4 people to reach out to.
Hey, there's at least someone.
Yeah, $4. You know?
I mean,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a positive note, we had...
R.I.P. On another note.
I mean,
we're winners.
Do you want to just be like, all right, let's keep going down?
I don't know. It's
transition?
never a good segue.
No.
I didn't have one. You brought it up, so I had nothing.
Yes.
But I just didn't think the next appropriate thing would be like, these skeleton words.
There's only one way to transition, Chief. This is it.
Fucking two of them, too. I don't like that.
Yeah, that didn't work out. So we had a Halloween party on Friday, and we had everyone vote, and we both won.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. I won coolest costume, and he won best costume.
Yeah, you could argue which one's the best out of those, but...
Yeah, I think I win.
And just like normal, democracy has shown its flaws because it was definitely rigged, and I won. I don't know if it's rigged or if it's just people were drunk.
Yeah.
And
I bet...
So we should have done it as... I don't know what would have helped that, but I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know I'm a fucking winner. I was hoping that, well...
There's a lot of people that should have won that didn't as well, but not everyone can.
Yeah. But no, I've had a pretty good week outside of my stomach feeling like absolute dog shit right now. And you would think it'd be...
Because you said all week, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh, you've been fucking up them Takis all week?
Yeah. Honestly. I think I've ate like 2 bags this week.
God damn.
But yeah, my diet pretty much consists of creatine, protein, and Takis.
You're a weird guy.
Yeah.
Aren't you cutting carbs and doubling down on Takis?
I was cutting carbs so I could make more room for Takis. Yeah, not a healthy life I live. I even, at one point, I even put like Takis on like my breakfast burritos.
That does sound good.
That was just a good addition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I made it out to be like, oh, well, I have a problem.
Yeah.
But no, it was just a solid addition to it. But, yeah. I mean, you would think like my stomach issue right now would have been like from me getting blackout drunk on Friday. But no, I felt fine the next day.
Yeah, I did too.
And I'm kind of disappointed about that. Like, I felt like I didn't do enough. Like, because I didn't drink last weekend because I was like, I'm going to get super fucked up. And the next day, I just ended up having to, like, clean up the house and take care of my drunk girlfriend because she drank 3 wine coolers. She gets sick the day after drinking.
It's so crazy.
Which I think so, yeah. I always thought that was so weird because, like, whenever I drink and I get sick.
She's the only person I've ever heard.
Yeah. And, like, because, like, whenever she woke up, she said, like, she felt like the room was spinning.
So she woke up drunk.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I was like, God damn, dude, But, of course, it's whatever's the least convenient for me. That's what happens. But, yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good week.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of our topics.
Well, what's your song of the week before we get too far?
Yeah, goddamn, we always let that go away. Fuck, what's his name? What's his fucking name? Get out of here, Q-Force. Where's he at? Wait, go ahead and say yours while I'm looking.
Oh, it's Charmeleon, the new song from Amine.
Mine was going to be that, but I knew it was going to be yours.
I have a backup just in case it was yours.
Ah, that's right. What was your what was your backup?
2 a.m. by Don Toliver.
Mine is the Catalina Fight Song by Joyce Maynor. Every single time I throw something, like, I was going to say surprisingly, but I'm not, just like, whoop. There it is. I didn't accidentally mean to just make a salt and pepper reference with whoop, there it is. But here we are. Yeah. So the Catalina Fight Song is only a minute long.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe our shortest song to date that we didn't make. But it's our song.
Has to be.
Yeah, it's only a minute long, but it goes hard from the very beginning to the very end.
I don't think I know the song, so.
I didn't either until my chubby little friend showed it to me last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. The whole album's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's called Never Hungover Again.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. It's only like 10 songs long. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
I didn't even know one of the songs are called In the Army Now. Damn. Really took the sobriety serious. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now let's get into some of our topics.
Now what we got planned?
You actually recently asked me if there's been a movie that I've seen in the past 2 years that came out in the past 2 years.
Yes.
And I was kind of curious about that, and it made me think, like, my favorite movies have ironically, I think you have told me about. Because, like, I know I kind of give you shit for not watching a lot of movies.
I'm really picky.
But the movies you have shown me, like Ex Machina, Whiplash, are amongst like my top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
So has there been movies you've seen in the past 2 years that came out?
I went to the theater and seen
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yes, the new Marvel movie. Other than that, I really don't think so. And I think it really is because of like the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because like our friend Jacob, me and him would always go to like the theaters every like Tuesday because it's like $5 movie Tuesday, and we would just go and just watch a new movie, and he would kind of pick out movies. But now, I don't know, it feels like a hassle to even do that.
Yeah.
And like, so if it's not just like, if it's not a blockbuster movie, they come straight to a blockbuster movie, not as in like Space Jam 2. Like, I don't give a shit about Space Jam 2.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But like,
I want to see it, but I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like if it just like if it's on in the living room when I go in there, I'll be like, all right, I'll sit down. You know, but
yeah. But yeah, like it has to be something like big like that, and it needs to come to streaming services. And I didn't use HBO Max very much until really just recently. So yeah, there's been like no way for me to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just been like, it's weird because there's a lot of movies from these past 2 years that I really want to see.
Doom just came out and it's on HBO Max.
It looks cool. Yeah. It really does.
Yeah. I still genuinely have no idea what the fuck it's about.
No. Never seen the old one. Don't even know what the old one is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Zendaya's in it. Timothy Chalamet's in it.
Everyone.
Jason Momoa. Is that his name? Momoa?
Yes. Yep. Batista.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah. It's crazy how many people are in that. Like,
yeah.
I think every actor and actress, you know their name. Like, they're all big.
Oh, also saw Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I saw that. But, yeah, I actually just saw Halloween Kills last night, and it just came out recently. Dude, it was, like, I have long upheld my opinion that Rob Zombie's Halloweens are by far the best slasher movies. Mm-hmm. But I don't know who directed the new Halloween Kills movie. Yeah. But it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn gory. Which kind of surprised me. But God damn, watching horror movies, it makes me root for the bad guy so much by how utterly fucking stupid the people in the town are. Yeah. Like, at all times. Like, I get it. It's movie. It's, you know. Yeah. But, like, at one point, spoiler alerts, maybe, I guess, if you don't know. But Michael wins. Yeah. Michael doesn't die. He never fucking has. I don't know if I've just spoiled 40 years of movie progression for you. But, but if you don't know by now, Michael didn't fucking die. And at one point, well, it starts off with... Jamie Lee Curtis, her daughter, and her daughter's daughter are driving away from the scene. They just trapped Michael in a house that they lit on fire, and they're passing a fire truck that's on its way to extinguish the house because, you know, all they know is a house on fucking fire and they're doing their job. Mm-hmm. But when they get there, Michael's there, and they all know, and they all see Michael walk out, so they all grab, like, their axes and stuff, and they all attack him, like, one by one. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I get it, again, movie, because, like, how are you supposed to be like, oh, well, yeah, they all attacked him at the same time with axes, and he won. But, like, yeah, they just attacked him one by one, like, patiently waiting for him to slaughter their crewmate, and they were just like, all right, my turn. And there was honestly one scene that I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but it was just, like, one of the biggest examples of, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is how they die, but I think it even made its way onto Twitter. Yeah. He just kicks the fucking door, it whips around, and she's like, oh shit, and shoots herself.
That's great.
Yeah. It's pretty damn funny. Yeah. But I was like, god damn, there's just video, I mean, like, there was just scenes of people shooting them, and they were like, shooting 20 feet above his head and then like far to the left. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Like, this is the slowest, biggest walking target I think anybody has ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, he just walks at one slow, consistent speed. And he's like 7 foot fucking tall. You can't hit him. I don't know. Shit pissed me off so goddamn bad. And there's one point where they think they mix him up with somebody else. And they start trying to kill whoever this person is. The person that they think is Michael Myers is this dude who literally has the body build of Danny DeVito. He's like 4'10". I swear to God, he looks like the Penguin. And they're all like, "It's Michael, get him!" And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Michael is 7 foot tall and like slender.
You would never not know. Like, if there was a group of people, you could pick out Michael every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine like seeing Shaq and be like, "Hey, that's Kevin Hart. Yeah. Get him!" Like, are you fucking kidding me? Have you never seen any of those people? Like, this whole town has known about Michael for 40 fucking years, and one, they don't move, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but honestly, the property there has to be so cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be a steal, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be like you can get like a 4-story house for like $40,000 and you're just like, you know what? I might get murdered, but we'll see it. We'll play it out.
So what are the odds? Low, right?
Something else I actually saw, it actually wasn't a movie. For some reason I was thinking it was a movie, but the new American Horror Story.
Yeah.
It kind of has to do with what I was talking about earlier. It's about the just being gay. Like, they can't do anything else but be gay in the entire show. Because it's these 4 like college students. 2 of them are girls, and then 2 of them are a gay couple. Mm-hmm. And they get abducted by aliens. The next day, they're like, "Oh man, that was a crazy dream." They're just trying to process what happened.
Yeah.
And both of the girls are like, "Oh, I feel sick," and this, and they take, and they're like, "Oh my God, what is it?" They're trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
And they eventually realize that they're pregnant, and they take like a pregnancy test and everything. Well, when the gay guys wake up, they're trying to figure out what it is. Mm-hmm. And immediately the one guy thinks it's had something to do with him eating his boyfriend's asshole. And I'm like, oh, yeah, of course, that's the only way a gay guy could ever get sick is just him eating his boyfriend's asshole. I'm like, no, it couldn't be food poisoning. I guess gay people are immune to every other form of disease except their partner's asshole. Yeah. Because I was just like, really? I was like, that's the first thing. He's like, man, I'm not feeling good. Must be some wrong asshole I ate, Because I think your asshole turned bad. Yeah. God damn. What was we talking about? Movies?
Yeah.
Movies that we've seen?
Yeah, we haven't really seen movies from the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it 2021?
Yeah, 2020, 2021. All right, time out.
Predatary came out in 19, right?
I think so. Yeah. There's a lot of movies from 2019. I was looking it up. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite.
Yes.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah, so we've seen a lot.
2019. I mean, this is 2021 and then 2020.
Oh, okay. So you're not going like
no.
19 plus 2 is 21. You're saying like this
year
as
and
21
year.
And 20.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. On a technical
level. Did you look up any movies that came out in 2020?
So are there any movies of these past 2 years that stood out as like, these are the ones that I want to watch?
I have no fucking idea. I'm honestly just waiting for you to name them.
So you have Dune, obviously.
Yeah, I want to see that.
We've talked about this one yesterday, Sound of Metal.
Yes, I really want to see that. I didn't know that was that new. And people are very pissed that Zendaya is only in Dune for like 7 minutes. Which is crazy. Because she was like one of the big rollout stars of that. Like,
yeah,
so it's kind of crazy that she's only in there for 7 minutes.
Yeah. There's No Man Land.
No Man Land.
I think.
I can't match a picture to it. That does look like a No Man's Land. I don't know.
It's Nomad Land.
You just make me look stupid, Brenden.
You're welcome. This says never, rarely, sometimes, always. I don't know that one. I'd say I'm just on a list of movies from 2020. The best movies from 2020. Yeah. I get it. 2020 probably didn't have a shit ton of movies.
What's going on there?
Don't know the movie. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait, now I still don't know.
I was going to pretend I knew. I don't know. I haven't really heard of any of these.
There goes my congestion. These are my congestion. I want to kill myself after saying that.
Kajillionaire, I heard's phenomenal.
Never heard of it.
That's on my list of like movies to watch. The Father is the one that I keep talking about.
Yep.
I think that's a 2020. Sound of Metal, so that might be 2020. I actually thought that was this year. The Trial of the Chicago 7, I heard's phenomenal.
Never heard of it.
Soul, haven't seen it yet.
I really want to see that.
Oh, The Invisible Man.
Hey,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know about really good.
It's definitely got some moments where you're like, holy fucking shit. You know?
Yeah. It's one of those movies that some scenes really took me out of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's just some of those scenes that, like, I don't think were supposed to be funny, but were.
Dude, I'm really surprised I haven't seen a porn parody for that yet.
Yeah. Have you been looking?
I have not been looking.
I guess that's fair.
The double negative, I have been looking.
Yeah. Another Round I heard is good. Yeah, that's a weird list. But yeah, there's a ton of movies of the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, as much as I hate, because we shit on him a lot, but M. Night, his new movie, Old, looks good.
Old M Dog. I bet it sucks. Yeah, Split looked amazing too.
Yeah. But that's
the Village looked really good.
Yeah. I know we shit on him a lot, but he gets me every time.
Well, he shits on us every time.
Yeah, I'm always like, that movie looks really good, and then it's just not. I heard Nicolas Cage's new movie, Pig, was really good. Probably his best. Yeah, Pig. But I haven't seen it.
Have you seen Face Off?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think you had.
I don't jump to watch a Nicolas Cage movie. Like, I don't really like.
Oh, I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just not like if I have a choice, that's never really who I'm picking to watch.
Well, whenever there's an actor or actress that I don't really care for, before I go into too much criticism, I do like to see like a good example, because I was like, there has to be at some point they got to do something good. Yeah. Like, because like
who immediately made me think of
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we watched Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I went from not liking the dude to being super excited that he's Batman because I watched one fucking movie that wasn't Twilight.
Yeah.
The same with Kristen Stewart. I really want to watch her Best Example, which I can't. I think it has something to do with them being like trapped in like a underwater like facility and it breaks or something. Maybe it's called Break. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Cruella came out.
Oh, I saw that.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. It just looked. It looked like a weird, like target audience. Like it looked like it didn't really know where it wanted to be, and that's why I was like, I'm not excited to see it. Like it just looks like it's 101 Dalmatians, but it's like, oh, we'll make it a little more adult friendly, and it's like,
yeah,
it's 101 Dalmatians. Like it doesn't feel like an adult movie, but I'm not saying it's wrong. Like it can't work. I think it could, and I love her as an actress. Well,
I mean, I think that's just because it's a Disney movie. You're looking at it like that, because you could also be like, oh, well, I grew up watching comics. Why would I want to see, like, a mentally ill Joker movie? Like a solo movie.
No, that seems to fit more than, like, like, if they made a Disney cartoon movie as an
they did the same
version.
thing as Maleficent, and nobody batted an eye at that.
It just feels more right. Like, it kind of fits that.
Why?
Because
why doesn't Cruella?
I don't know. Her sole purpose in the movie, I'm talking about the old one, was just to kill the dogs. Like, it really wasn't anything else. She just wanted to kill the dogs.
Well, there's backstory to it.
Yeah, but in the movies there isn't, and like, yeah, you could like go into it, but it just feels like a weird. It just felt weird. Like it just didn't grab me. Like nothing was like, oh, this is the movie I need to watch.
I'd give it a shot. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Black Widow came out.
I don't really care to see that, honestly.
Yeah, I heard it's not too good. If I hear a movie's not good, it takes a lot to sell me on to watch it. Because I don't watch many movies. So
I haven't heard Black Widow wasn't good.
Really?
I literally haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah. I'm on. This is a list of Rotten Tomatoes. Like,
I did see Black Panther finally.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to. I didn't
know
realize
that I did, you son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know if you genuinely was like having what is it called? That's not a good name when I can't think of the name. I was going to say dyslexia, dementia. Yeah, there it is. They're pretty similar.
I really want to see. I've never seen a James Bond movie.
None. Not a single
I really
one.
want to see the new one.
Yeah, I like the main guy.
Yeah,
the dude, the Knives Out dude.
Yeah, that's really all I know him as.
It's crazy. He's James fucking Bond, and we're like
the Knives Out guy,
the guy from the Clue board game movie.
Yeah. Oh, I think Marriage Story was a 2020 movie. I didn't. It's see good. It. Yeah, I didn't see it either. But yeah, I mean, I'll name some of these if they like really stand out. But we can move on to the next topic because, yeah, really, it feels like there's not a lot of ways to watch new movies.
Yeah. Okay, so outside of that, I saw something that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And it was, oddly enough, from Draymond Green. He hasn't been my favorite player, but he reminds me of, like, Chris Jericho in a way. Because, like, in the WWE, I fucking hated Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Whenever I see things of Chris Jericho outside of the WWE, I love him. But obviously, it's a little different because Chris Jericho's in character.
Yeah.
And playing a role.
Yeah.
But Draymond Green was doing, like, a little interview, and he was just talking about how much he loves watching basketball more now that they got rid of the bullshit calls. Yeah, he was like, sorry for cussing, but he was like, I can't be the only one that thinks the NBA is so much more enjoyable to watch.
I really do too.
Yeah, because he was like, I haven't watched NBA games for fun in a while, and he was like, it is so enjoyable now.
Yeah, we see a couple players who it's really affecting, and good and bad, and the ones that stand out is like John Morant for a positive reason. It feels like.
I feel like that might be unrelated. I feel like he might just be going off just because. Yeah.
Well, I think that, like, when you see. I think it benefits someone that whenever you see people that are struggling so much and this person isn't, it really. Call will benefit them.
Well, it's not like that it's benefiting them, but I think it's more highlighting.
Yes. Them. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah. It just shows that this guy's not relying on gimmicks or anything like that because. I mean, I like Harden, but he has relied heavily on that for years, and there has been some fucking over-the-top bad calls that has went his way. Like, I can't remember the dude's name, but, like...
He just put his hand straight up.
Yes, like...
Didn't do anything else.
Josh Hart?
I think so.
Yeah, because Harden literally locked his arm in and, like, would not let go, and the dude was just like, what do you want me to do? Like, my arm straight up, and he shoots, and they call a foul on him, and he's like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, he grabbed my arm and held on to it.
Like, what more?
And then you'd have people like Trae Young that would drive the lane and then jump backwards into people.
Yeah.
No, and he's not doing too well.
Yeah, not like a fadeaway either. Like, it was very intentional. He's jumping into people to make that shot.
Did you hear? Did you see his quote? Because he was talking about the rule changes because it's affecting him.
Yeah.
But instead of him just being like, oh, well, yeah, maybe I got to find, some other gimmick to actually be useful in this league, he was like, oh, well, it's difficult because people like Damian Lillard are struggling. Dude, we're 4 games in. Damian just could be averaging 18 because of other things. Like, he's had a whole season of he has had a whole career of not relying on stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's done well.
Yeah.
Just say you are having a problem with it. Not like, oh, I'm not the only one affected. Like, you're not, but let's talk about you, why you're affected by it.
Yeah.
Like, they pulled this gimmick out. Like, I like the comment that somebody said that they finally nerfed James Harden.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's, yeah,
it's kind of true.
I like Harden, but, I mean, dude, it is frustrating watching some of the calls that he would get.
Yeah.
Because now you see he's not getting these calls and he's crying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's jumping into people and he's like, why is that not a foul? I'm like, because you're causing the contact. You're initiating it. It should have never been a foul.
Yeah. I really like it.
I do too.
And this is another example of, like, the NBA is going in a better direction.
Yeah.
And the NFL is not.
Yeah.
The NFL continues to piss me off with, like, the taunting rule.
My God.
It's so trash. But then you see, like, the NBA make something like this, and it makes some of the players upset. Some of your star players upset. But overall, the league loves it. Like, and that's great.
Yep. Yeah, because who was watching this before and be like, man, I love these calls that they're getting away with. Like,
yeah,
you know, like it. How do you think this affects the argument of like NBA players now couldn't play back in my day? Like talking about like the 90s or 80s.
I think it really helps it.
Yeah, you think it helps them saying that?
So I think it makes it a worse argument of saying like, oh, they couldn't play in the 90s. It's like, well, yeah, they could. Like this is very much proving yes, they could for the people who are doing well.
Yeah, okay,
yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because if you lock in on some of those players, because like you're taking someone like James Harden who has been this like a multi-time scoring leader in the league, and now he's not doing so hot. Yeah. So I think Harden is a player that can bounce back from this, and he's going to be fine. But I don't know someone like as small as Trae Young, because that seemed like that was a lot of his thing.
Yeah,
from at least what I saw in the playoffs. It's not like I was watching every single fucking Atlanta game.
I'm not watching any game of any team. There's just too many.
Yeah,
but
I might now. Honestly, I'm kind of a little bit more intrigued now, especially now that I'm playing NBA 2K and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like reigniting some of my fandom.
Yeah. And I think another reason of like why James Harden will be fine is like there's still not a travel call, and his like double step back it's almost unguardable. So once he can get that going again, he's gonna be fine.
Well, and he's like he's been in the league a lot longer, so he hasn't like built his game to rely on that. While someone like Trae has only been in the league for like a few years, so like his rise to stardom and his stardom has been when those calls are okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just really curious to see how it's going to carry. I hope it doesn't go too far in the other direction to where these players are kind of being singled out and they don't get any calls just because there's specific people that the refs are watching out for now.
Yes.
Like if you're watching a Hawks game, you're watching out for Trae Young. If you're watching a Nets game, you're watching out for James Harden to pull that shit.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't get to the point where they're just like getting fucking mauled and massacred and they're just like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, you see Curry doing fine, and that's just another testament on just
Curry,
good. And he's getting calls too. Like it's not like he got 2 4-point plays in a game.
Dude, could you imagine dropping Curry in like the 60s?
He would drop.
It would look like a Harlem Globetrotter game. it would be fucking ridiculous.
It'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, try to have Bob Cousy guard him. I would love to fucking see that.
Oh my god.
I love that argument. I can't. Who actually said that recently? Was it JJ Redick? I feel like that's something cool JJ Redick would say.
What did he say recently that was really cool?
That's what I'm thinking of. That? Like the people who say players now couldn't play back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was like, I actually think it's like the opposite. He was like, take a star today and drop them in like the 50s, 60s, or 70s. They would demolish everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine probably the most overbearing example I can think of is Giannis.
Yep, same.
Because I could say KD, but Giannis is somebody you're not going to get on any front. There's nobody in the 50s, 60s, or 70s I'm really worried about outshooting him, honestly.
Like, KD, you can maybe make an argument that, like, if you take away the three-point line, like, if you go that far back, that, like, maybe he's affected to some extent. But, like, Giannis is never affected. The way he plays is just...
Yeah, it's timeless. I mean, he's just going to physically bully.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... So, I don't know. I've always liked that argument, and I like where the NBA is going with this because I think it's helping that. It's like, it's making it to where it's not such a, like, opposite side of the spectrum from the 90s to now. Mm-hmm. You know? But, so no, I'm pretty excited. I honestly think it's kind of funny watching those players cry about not getting calls now.
Yeah, I agree. I was trying to find stats of, like, this year.
Yeah.
And it's pulling up.
Yeah, like, we're not too far into the year.
Yeah, it's pulling up the end of last year.
Yeah.
Or like the beginning of this year when they played. So I couldn't find it. Because I was going to compare Luka to Trae Young and see now that these calls are not here.
Did you look up like 2022 season?
Yeah, but it didn't pull up. It pulled up the exact same thing. So I was like, whatever.
Knicks are 5-1.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Who is the best? Are they?
I think it's the Bulls still.
Are they still?
I want to say the Bulls were either 5-0 last time I heard, or maybe 5-1.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I know they was going on kind of a tear where they was like at least 3-0. So yeah.
Nope. It's pulling up last year.
Yeah, goddamn.
I know, man. This is not my strong point today. No, the Bulls have fallen. Very technical. The Bulls have fallen to 4th, all tied at 5-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it puts them at 4, but it's the Knicks, Heat, Wizards, and Bulls. That's crazy.
Who do the Wizards even have now?
Bradley Beal.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's all they need.
And Kyle Kuzma. I think he's averaging, decent numbers, but it's cool to see him.
Enough.
Yeah. It's cool to see him just not be bad.
Yeah.
So, I like it. Nets are 3-3, which is pretty rough.
They still don't have Kyrie.
God.
That dude might as well just retire.
Yeah, I think he made a comment about that he's not going to because of this. But
I mean, dude, I feel like at every single turn he has, used it as, I mean, I hate saying it like this, but it just seems like every single chance he gets to not play, he does it.
Yeah. The Warriors are also 5-1.
Yeah. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. Jazz are 4-1. Nuggets are 4-2. Mavericks are 3-2. Kings 3-2. Timberwolves 3-2. Trailblazers 3-2. And then in the 8th is the Lakers at 3-3.
Yeah. I don't know about the Lakers, man.
Again, I mean,
they have plenty of time to figure it out, and I hope they do.
I know that they're not at 100%. I don't even think they've played a single game with all of them this year. I really don't think so. They
Probably
may
not.
have, but I also don't think that we can really use that as an excuse because I don't think they're going to. They may get 5 games of all of them, but they're going to be a very injury-prone team.
Did you see that? You see that video I sent you of those 2 old men fighting, and somebody said this is the Lakers locker room after losing a game?
Yeah.
It's just, man, I don't...
The Hawks are 3-3, by the way. They're the 9th.
Fuck them.
In the East.
I don't know. I really hope they do good, but, man, it's, obviously, as of right now, it's not looking good. And, dude, Russ, the more this goes on, it just seems like Russell Westbrook is such a weird fit.
Yeah.
I have thought that from the very beginning, but I was like, look, I don't know the NBA that well.
Yeah.
So I was like, who knows? He might just be a good fit, but it just seems like more and more it's supporting my argument that if Russ is on a team, he kind of needs to be the focal point of not a good team.
Yeah.
Russ doesn't really fit into a super team that well.
I actually thought kind of the opposite whenever I looked at it. Because Russ is someone who needs all the attention. And it seemed like LeBron's definitely getting old, and he kind of wanted to take a more of a backseat role and just be pretty much just run point and just be the distributor here and get his 12 points a game or whatever. Yeah. And then Davis is kind of the boards and the second number 2 on that team. So it kind of looks like Westbrook leading that team could work with that good of a surrounding cast, but it just doesn't. That's not how it works.
Well, because LeBron and AD are both people that need the ball. LeBron's a playmaker. He needs the ball to create plays, and
Westbrook's kind of the same.
Yeah, and Russ isn't somebody that can stand in the corner and just shoot. He's not he's not a spot up shooter. He needs to have the ball. He needs to have free range to do what he wants. And that's why, all the teams that he's led are not that good.
Yeah.
Because you need more than that now. And oddly enough, I think Carmelo has been a perfect fit so far.
Yeah.
Because at this point in his career, he has fully accepted and realized the fact that he can just be a spot-up shooter.
Yeah.
He gets to do that. He can just pull up from mid-range. He can just sit in the corner. LeBron can drive. He doesn't see AD down on the post. Kicks out to Carmelo.
Yeah.
And Carmelo's been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
He dropped 28 or 30 or something the other night, and I was like, yeah, he's a good fit. Yeah. Meanwhile, Russell had 10 turnovers or something. Quadruple-double, but 10 turnovers. So
yeah. Melo has seemed like the best 6-man who's not playing 6-man.
Yeah.
These past couple of years.
Yeah. He's a good fit. I didn't think Melo would accept his role as graceful as he has.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he went from being the star of a team to them being like, look, this obviously isn't good enough. You cannot be the main guy on a team. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how well that's going to jive with him. I think he even retired a little bit, didn't he?
I don't think he ever
not
said,
officially.
Well, he was a free agent for I think 2 years or something.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, maybe not retired, but it just kind of looked like he wasn't too keen on coming back. But then he came back with the Blazers, was doing good.
Yeah.
Well, and then
I think, and I don't know, this is completely speculation, but I'm assuming that most teams were probably looking at him and saying, hey, do you want to play 15 minutes a game?
Yeah.
Play the eighth guy on the team? And he was like, no, fuck y'all. And maybe after 2 years, they were like, you can earn a starting spot, but you're going to be on the bench.
What about now?
and he's like, yeah. I think it took that time to accept it, but who knows? Maybe he was like, yeah, I'll play 6-man, and teams were like, no. Because, it could happen. It could easily be teams being like, oh, well, we don't think he'll be the fit either. But, yeah, I think that those 2 years off probably helped him realize that. And he's doing great.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited for him. Melo's been one of my favorite players, ever. I loved him at the Nuggets. He's a big reason why I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
So, he's one of my favorite players of all time.
That's arguably my favorite, single NBA team ever. If I'm picking, a single year, that Knicks team might be my favorite NBA team ever.
God, I was so invested into 2K at the time because growing up, that's pretty much all I played was 2K games and Call of Duty. I didn't really venture too much outside of that.
Yeah.
So the Knicks being my favorite team, and Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, Amon Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Raymond Felton.
Yep.
What was that? I think Gallinari played for him at the time. Steve Novak.
Man, that was such a cool team.
Dude, it was so good. Tyson Chandler's a solid 2K center.
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire, he wasn't even at his prime at the Knicks, but on 2K, still great. Carmelo's a 2K god. J.R. Smith is
before Melo
crazy.
got there, Amari might have been in his prime. He was playing that good.
Yeah.
He was almost he was getting MVP chance.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's legit on this team. But once Melo got there, he had to take that backseat role and.
Yeah, and Melo was dropping 60 points a night with 0 assists, 0 rebounds. It's so crazy that he just didn't even accidentally get an assist.
No.
Just being oh, well, I'm being double teamed, I'll kick it to somebody else. Nothing.
No.
No accident or anything.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, Melo, when he left, once he went to New York, I was like, I love this. Yeah. When he finally got picked up from the Trailblazers, I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
Seeing him in a Lakers uniform, I'm just it's so weird. I kind of don't like it, but I do in a way. I love him being on the team, but just seeing him in a Lakers uniform is just so weird to me.
Dude, it's been getting crazier every single year seeing people in different jerseys and stuff. Seeing Russ in a Lakers jersey. It took a while for me to get used to LeBron in a Lakers jersey.
Yeah, I still kind of think it's weird, but
yeah.
I'm starting to be that's just... That's
seeing old photos of Tracy McGrady in a Spurs jersey, Shaq in a Celtics jersey, or what? Because Shaq actually played with the Big Three.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't think about it as in that. I remember him playing for the Celtics, but
yeah,
him on Cleveland.
Yeah, he played for them, the Suns. He's played for a shit ton of teams. I think it's 7 or 9 teams he's played for.
Yeah, I would love to see one player bounce to every single team. Just play 1 year on each team.
Yeah, that is actually pretty crazy.
Or not even a full year. If you can get traded halfway through the year to a new team, that'd help you a lot.
Yeah, pull Anderson Varejao.
Where he was going to win a ring regardless.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, because
what a great
he went
time.
from Cleveland to the Warriors, right?
Yes.
And Cleveland ended up winning the ring, but he was playing for the Warriors, but he got a ring because he played a certain amount of time with them or something.
It was X amount of time, you get the ring regardless.
That's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it was going to be one of those two teams.
Yeah.
He was
win-win.
Yeah.
With it being Halloween, I was curious on what the most popular costume was this year. So I looked it up and it said, according to Google, which I don't know how they know, but
I swear to God, for some reason I thought he was going to say, which I don't know what that is. According to Google, whoever the fuck that is.
Yeah. They have a top 10. Do you have any guesses on what would be on it?
Please. I don't want to think that the Island Boys are anywhere on that list, are they?
No.
Okay. All right. That makes me kind of happy.
That'd be crazy. Top 10?
Salt Bae? See anywhere on there?
Nope.
Damn. Gay Superman.
No.
Just Superman with a butt flap. What came out this year that would affect that?
All right, I'll name a couple.
Okay.
I'll start at the bottom. Number 10 was Chucky.
Really?
Makes sense.
Wouldn't have guessed it, though.
New Child's Play movie. People love it. I don't know.
How many Marvel characters? 9.
One by name and then technically another, and I'll explain that. I'll explain why I say that. Number 9 is a clown.
Oh, just a clown. Yeah.
Number 8 is a cowboy.
Cool.
7 is Harley Quinn. Still.
Did you hear them?
Yeah.
They said, how many do I take? God damn. Oh, they probably hear us too.
Just screaming at them.
It's already happening.
All right.
I'm going to watch the camera in a little bit to tell me they took.
Number 6 is a fairy.
Okay.
Number 5, Cruella DeVille.
Okay.
That one makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
4 is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an easy, cool one.
Yeah.
So it should just always be there. 3, a dinosaur.
Just like the inflatable dinosaur thing, or is it not really too specific?
It's not. It just says dinosaur.
Yeah,
I'd like to think it's just a big inflatable dinosaur.
Me too. I actually like that.
Top 2. 2 is really. 2 is a rabbit. Don't know. I don't.
What rabbit things happened recently?
I don't know. But number 1. Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody just killed Tom. I don't know. Tom's killing Bill. Tom has gotten fat, dude.
Yeah.
He could be.
Yeah.
Looking for his next hunger.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. And number 1 is because of something Marvel is why this is as big as it is. A witch. WandaVision.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because that's the one that it actually goes into detail about. It says with WandaVision and with Hocus Pocus always being as big as it is, a witch takes number 1.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, my girlfriend was going to be Wanda, so.
Yeah. Was you going to be Vision?
Yeah, I was willing to take a backseat on that one.
Yeah.
But instead, she wanted Beetlejuice. Pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What if I would have told you, like, number 1, Macho Man Randy Savage?
I made it popular. No,
Yeah.
I'd like to think now next year Macho Man will be number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah? You got it?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
I can't do the oh yeah and then not be Kool-Aid Man. Like, that's the only, like, I don't have a raspy voice for Macho Man.
Yeah, my throat actually ended up hurting the next day. I really hope it's not because I forgot most of the night. but yeah.
I don't remember you doing that impression at all. Yeah. I mean, I thought some of these were interesting.
I'll just leave that up to your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was, yeah.
Some of them are pretty crazy, but I mean, not really too crazy.
Yeah. Gotcha. Shit. So what do you think? How are we on time? You want to go for the UFC?
Let's do it.
All right.
We got about 15 minutes
Okay.
to do UFC.
So next week we have a pretty crazy event, mainly 2 major fights. What are your predictions for them?
I'm taking Usman. I don't think there will, unless he loses this, I don't think there will ever be a time that I bet against Usman.
Yeah.
The way that he's looking, he just looks like...
Hamzat's coming up.
I know, but Usman looks not as dominant.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Usman looks like he's almost unbeatable.
Yeah, you're looking at Hamzat or Hamzat? I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Hamzat? He looks like he's about like 1 or 2 fights away from Usman.
Yes.
So, whatever the plan is for that, he better buckle up. But, yeah, I honestly, what I would like to see it would honestly be kind of cool to see Colby win this. Jorge beats Edwards, and Jorge and Colby fight.
There's 3 big fights.
What's the third one?
Gaethje and Chandler.
Oh, that's his fucking... Oh, my God.
It's so good.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
right.
I'm taking Colby by decision.
Okay.
I'm taking Zhang Weili by knockout second round.
Oh, I'm taking Rose. I think that...
I hope so.
Yeah.
But
maybe this is... I am taking the people that I want to win here.
Yeah.
I'm taking Rose, though.
Yeah.
Who you got on the last
one?
I
could just go America's fuck and just go Colby, Rose, and then I guess either one of Chandler or Gaethje.
Who do you think's going to win?
Chandler and Gaethje?
Yeah.
I think it's Gaethje.
I think it's Chandler. So we completely don't agree here.
I love that.
Yeah, that's actually all. I was hoping that
so you're completely fucking stupid.
Yeah, one of us... I was going to say one of us are going to be completely wrong, but that's not how... It's not a tag team match. Like, that's not how this works. But...
So yeah, I'm going Colby, Zhang, and Gaethje.
I like it.
And you're going the complete opposite on it.
Yes. I think that... I don't know. I think Chandler has... I don't think Chandler will lose again.
Chandler just seems really short.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say against him.
Yeah.
He looked pretty good, but I don't know. I mean, I think right now the champions of the division are... Like, I really don't see Oliveira as a champion yet. He looked very, very beatable against Chandler.
Yeah, I just don't think there's many people in that division that can beat him.
Yeah. Who, Chandler?
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
No, Oliveira.
Oh. Well, I think Dustin's going to beat him.
I think Oliveira's got him. I really do.
Yeah. I think it's going to be... The top dogs are going to be Dustin and Justin.
I think Oliveira is the only person in that entire division that can, not saying that he will, but can beat Islam.
Yeah. I would like to see that matchup sooner than later, because I don't want it to get too far to reach, because Oliveira's kind of already in his later stages of his career anyways.
Yeah, he's a bit older.
Yeah, so the further we get, the more it's going to benefit Islam. Yeah. Then it'll just negatively affect Oliveira.
I think for that division, the winner of this, the winner of Chandler and Gaethje, the winner fights for belt. Maybe not. Maybe if it's Chandler, he doesn't.
Who knows? I mean, dude, who knows? Maybe they'll want to position that into a possible Islam title fight. So who knows? Maybe the winner of this is fighting Islam, because Islam's already in the top 5. Yeah. And he just beat dominated the number 6 spot. So now,
I don't know.
I think the more likelihood of this is the winner of this is going to fight Islam, and they're going to fight for a title. I don't think he's going to keep Islam out of the title contention that much longer.
I don't think that either Oliveira nor Dustin want to be inactive that long, is the only issue. Because there's no one else going to step up and take that fight.
Yeah.
In the meantime of them. So I think that...
Well, I think they're also not going to want to keep Islam inactive that long.
Yeah, so, all right, so this is what I think. I think if Chandler wins, Chandler has to fight someone else before he gets a title fight again. And Islam goes ahead and gets the title fight. If Gaethje wins, they probably throw Chandler and Islam against each other, and Gaethje fights for the belt.
I would usually agree, but, I don't know. I mean, Jorge, he fought Usman for the title 2 times in a row. Colby's about to fight Usman 2 times in a row for the title.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with that taking a space before, but he's already fighting Gaethje for a non-title fight. So, I think they could leverage this into a title fight, but I think it's going to be that the winner of this fights Islam.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that fights... I was going to say Dustin, but the champion. Yeah. I'm assuming Dustin's got that. I
don't know. I think Oliveira just looks... I just am never impressed by Dustin. He has good fights, but I'm just he looks beatable in everything he does.
Oliveira looked very beatable in his
but I also think
bout.
Chandler's a really good
Dustin's
fighter.
Been a part of some pretty good brawls.
He has, yeah. I'm not dissing him by any means. I don't like him, but that's not why I'm betting against him.
I was like, that was a weird back-to-back sentence.
Yeah. But I don't want it to sound biased. I really do think that Oliveira just, to me, looks better. If Dustin wins, I'm not going to be like, there's no way. It could happen. But I personally think Oliveira's got it.
I think either way, the inevitable is going to happen, and Islam's going to be the title holder soon. I think no matter who wins that, I think Islam's pretty much on his way to being the champ.
Yeah, I really don't think I think just because of how much better Oliveira is at wrestling, that he has such a better chance of beating Islam. I really do think he's the only one that could beat him. But like, I don't think like Chandler or Gaethje could. I think they get smacked by Islam.
Well, like you'll see it sometimes when two people are so good at wrestling that neither one of them will wrestle each other, like Usman and Colby.
Yes,
that usually is how it works. But like, I'm assuming it's going to be similar with Habib because Habib faced a couple people that are decent at wrestling, and he went to wrestle. Like he was just like, well, my wrestling's better, so we'll see.
Yeah, and
I think that's how it's going to be with Islam, is that he's just going to be like, all right, well, we can both wrestle, but I'm better. So
yeah.
And the dude's pretty like stout. I mean, like
he's good standing up, but we seen especially that second round, we seen Oliveira show that he can stand up with someone. I mean, the way he knocked down Chandler like that was crazy. So I mean, he showed that he can stand up with somebody.
And Islam's one lost is by knockout.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
You also got Darush coming up. Remember him? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wonder where he's going to fit into all of this.
I just don't like his fighting style, but
maybe that's who Islam will fight next. Maybe. And maybe you're right with the Chandler and Gaethje winner fighting for title, and then maybe Darush fights Islam, and then whoever wins that will fight whoever wins. Out of the future title fight. So
I think right now they're in a weird spot because it seemed
the lightweight's fun though, man.
It is, but it really seems like the winner of this fight is going to fight for the belt. But it also seems like Islam just fought to fight for the belt. So they're in a position where it's like they gotta just pick one,
which I guess is kind of a champagne problem for Dana White because you're just like, oh, I have so much to choose from.
Yeah.
Instead of where like in the light heavyweight side of things, you're just like, holy fuck, my champion just got defeated by a guy who's probably going to retire in 2 fucking weeks. What the fuck do I do now?
You pray that Yuri wins.
Yeah.
You really do. Because Yuri as the belt holder is exciting. Versus...
Yeah, but then when Yuri gets the belt, then what?
Jan runs it back.
And
Jan will have
if Jan brings anything close to what he did against Teixeira, he's getting the dog shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
Because he looked like he didn't want to be there from the very beginning.
It was so weird.
Like, he just looked like he wasn't there. Like, nothing was going on with him.
Yeah.
So if he brings that, Yuri's going to demolish him. We already seen what he did to Reyes. The only other dude that's coming up is that ugly Russian dude. And who knows? Maybe that'll be some competition. But Yuri looks pretty untouchable, and he's not even champion. So
yeah. I think it'll be more. I think that we're going to start seeing some more people step up into that weight class and it'd be more fun. But
hopefully.
Yeah, because right now it's one of the weakest divisions.
Yeah. Well, and even heavyweight's looking kind of weird right now. Because Derek Lewis is looking pretty weak. It looks like if somebody has like a good cardio and strategy, they're going to beat him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I honestly think it's getting close to Francis getting stripped.
In the heavyweight, you have like four or five fighters who all look like they can hold the belt.
Yeah.
And that's cool. You have, I don't know how to say his last name. The Francis and then who? Who is he back?
Cyril Gane.
Gane? Is that how you say it? Yeah. So Francis, Gane, John Jones, and Stipe, like they all look like they're belt holders in that division. So that's always fun to have that many people that are like, these are all the best people in the division. So
I don't think John Jones should even be in the UFC. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's proved time and time again that he's a piece of shit. Like, at first I was like, oh, he's kind of somebody hard to root for, but he just kind of seems like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, that he gets kicked out of the UFC.
No.
Because, I mean, the only thing he's done in heavyweight is he gained over 100 pounds so he could beat up a woman.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he definitely seems like a piece of shit. I mean, not even seems like it. He is a piece of shit.
Nagano seems like he could be stripped.
Yeah.
In the near future, if he keeps not ducking fights, because I definitely don't think he's scared to fight anybody in that division.
No.
But it just seems like for whatever reason, he doesn't feel like he's getting a share, like his fair deal out of things, so he's not agreeing to fight. It even looks like the Cyril Gane fight might fall apart. And if so, I think it's going to be Cyril Gane versus Stipe for the interim title.
If they don't just straight strip him and just give the belt right there.
Well, I think you got to have like a step first instead of it, because before you become undisputed, I think you got to like get interim and then you unite those titles.
Something that kind of made me a little more excited about the Jan fight. Jan looked a little beatable. He didn't look like he's the most dominant. He is, and I still think that no one, what's his name? Well,
Glover?
No. Jan. Yan. Peter Yan.
Sorry. Pure Yan or whatever? Yeah.
Who did he fight?
Corey Sandhagen.
Corey. So...
Peanut. I said peanut butter.
So Corey looked like maybe the only person in that division that could beat him.
I mean, you still got some other good people.
Sterling, within the past 5 fights, Sterling beat Corey. That actually makes me a little more excited for that fight. I don't think that Sterling has a chance in hell.
No, he was getting bitched around by Jan.
Yeah.
I think it's just Jan and Corey Sandhagen's fighting styles matched up a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's more of a competitive fight. Meanwhile, Sterling had the advantage over Sandhagen, but like Pure Jan was just bitching him around, like even just pushing him to the ground with one hand. Like he literally just took out his ankle with his leg and just fucking shoved him to the ground. Like it was embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't see how anyone in that division, if I don't know. I really just don't think anyone in that division can beat him.
That's a scary dude. I mean, people are talking about like one day they think he's going to be written down as the best bantamweight of all time. And the bantamweight division used to be crazy when TJ Dillashaw was allowed to do steroids.
Yeah.
Dominique Cruz, Uriah Faber. I mean, crazy fucking names. And they think Jan's going to be like the GOAT of that division. Yeah.
TJ Dillashaw will probably get a title fight there soon, from what it's looking like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won, one, maybe 2 back-to-back now?
Yeah, he beat Sandhagen in a very disputable fight. I definitely think Sandhagen won that, but, I mean, it was close enough for it to be, you know, kind of a toss-up. Like, I think it was a split decision.
Yeah, Sandhagen's lost 3 of his last 5, though. And that's rough.
Yeah, to good fucking names, though.
The champ, the technical champ, the actual champ, and...
TJ Dillashaw, who used to be regarded as the GOAT in bantamweight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not a bad list of people he's lost to, but...
Still.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Well, I mean, and whenever you're showing that you can still compete on that level where you could be a champ, like he did against Jan, but, like, whenever it comes to people like Romero, who are literally just keeping people from the top 5, like they're literally just a gatekeeper in that division, where they're never going to be champs, but they're just keeping people from being champs. Yeah. You know, so it's a weird spot, but...
Yeah, that always frightens me whenever I see people in that spot where it's like, it almost seems like they can't be champ, but...
Like Derek Lewis?
Yeah.
How close do you think he's getting to that? Because, I mean, he really seems close. Like... I mean, because, I don't know, he's probably one of my favorites to watch, but, like, every single fight, I'm like, you know, like, I don't, like, he just doesn't seem like champion caliber, but he seems like he can consistently stay in the top 5.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a...
Yeah, which is a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, like, what do you do with him? You know, because all you're doing is stopping other people from moving up against a guy who can't move up himself.
Yeah, he becomes a guy who you have to fight him to fight for the title, but if he wins... nothing happened. Now you're back at square one, and that's not a good spot.
I hope I'm wrong about 2 things. I hope I'm wrong about Derek Lewis, and I hope I'm wrong about Rose. I hope Rose wins.
I really hope Rose wins.
I want to go 100% USA in that hoe for that one.
Yeah.
Not in that hoe. I'm in that card.
Yes.
Like, I didn't. Not. Yeah.
Trying to quote Derek Lewis, it just
USA in this hoe, not in that hoe in specific. Like, I really want to just go Colby, Rose. Honestly, I want Chandler to win over Gaethje, but I think Gaethje's going to win.
This, he's almost a gatekeeper. Like, he's almost at that position.
Yeah.
If the title didn't switch, if Khabib was still there, you look at Gaethje as he is the gatekeeper. He's in that same spot of, like, he'll never be champ, but if you have to beat him to be champ.
Did you see him and Oliveira talking shit to each other?
No.
Because Gaethje was talking about how he saw Oliveira as a quitter. in that fight against Chandler because he was like he looked very beatable. He looked weak. He looked like at a certain point he gave up and he got a lucky hit. I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah,
I kind of saw the opposite story of where I was like, oh, this dude got knocked out and then he came back to win. But I could see that side too.
Yeah.
And Oliveira responded by talking about his poor embarrassment of a performance against Khabib. Mm-hmm. He was like, it wasn't even a fight. He was like, it looks like you went in there and threw the fight.
Yeah.
Like he was like, it was bad. It was embarrassing. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, they both bring up some pretty good points. Now, the lightweight's a really fun division to watch right now.
It's easily the most competitive. Like, there's not even another division that has half as many people who could be champ as that one.
And it's crazy. When I first started watching UFC, I was just thinking of like Conor being at the top of that for a while. And Conor, I think, is he even in the top 10? He might be 9.
Yeah.
He might be 9, but like this division's doing fine with or without him. You know, like obviously when Conor's good, I think things are better in the UFC. Like it's just fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun to it.
Yeah, but it doesn't need him, which is kind of cool to know.
Yeah.
That it's just not relying on him, but I wonder if he'll take that like Nate Diaz role eventually, where Nate's kind of accepting that he's not going to be a champion, but people are just going to call him out for basically a money fight.
Yeah, Nate has definitely taken the role of being like, I'll take the most fun fight I can get, and
it's not even him going out to fight people. It's like people who are ranked number 2 who are in line for a belt. They're like, no, I want to fight Nate, and they're like, what? The belt's right there. And he's like, no, I want Nate.
I mean, that really is Conor. Like, I mean, we just seen that with Dustin. They were like, do you want the belt? And he goes,
hold on.
I need to get a little more money.
And even Dana White was like, yeah, he did the right thing. That was fucking smart. He's like, get the money while you can. Yeah. He's like, the belt will be there, you know? Yeah. If even Dana doesn't fucking care about that. He was like, get Conor fighting. Come on. He's like, I'm happy about it.
I hope Conor heals up and can just win his next fight. I don't give a shit who it is. I don't care if it's literally an unranked person I've never heard of.
I hope he beats Islam. I know the odds of that happening, but I would love for them to fight and he just beats the dog shit out of Islam.
This is one of those like UFC speculation things, but if Conor could beat Islam, Khabib would come out of retirement and fight him. I really believe he would.
Fuck him up too. God damn, I would love that.
That would be the perfect.
It would be a perfect ending.
The perfect ending to the UFC.
To my life. I'm done after that. Conor gets one more win, I'm killing myself. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, that's been Jammin with Kron Rex.
Hopefully this ain't the last time.
Hopefully.